Hello, Durango School District families. We are very excited to have such a wonderful start to the school year. And one of the things we want to start doing is give you even more information, sometimes through a video, rather than just in print. So this starts some frequent, really short videos about topics that may be of interest to you. Today, we're going to talk about snow. Hard to believe, but that's on the horizon. And so we thought it might be great for you to hear a little bit more about the process that we go through in determining a snow day or a snow day delay. Also, we want to talk some about getting prepared for those and also the impact of calling off school on our calendar. So we have a special guest today. We have Kathy Morris, who is our Director of Safety and Security. Today, Kathy will give us some more information about how that process works, especially with the Office of Emergency Management. And we'll hear from Kathy at a later date as well on what are we doing with safety and security throughout the district. So Kathy, welcome. So glad you're here.
Thank you, Dr. Chesser.
So our first question is, we talk about these decisions for snow really early in the morning. So could you give us a sort of a rundown on what happens starting at about 3:30, 4 o'clock or so in the morning when snow is either projected or we already start to see it?
Well, actually, we start earlier than that, as you know, talking to the Office of Emergency Management, as well as LaPlata County Road and Bridge. And so we work very closely with them to prepare for that event. And so early in the morning, we are up really early, depending on when the snow arrives, and we are monitoring. We're monitoring not only what our conditions look like at our schools through our video surveillance system and our facilities department, but we also engage with emergency management to just really hear how are the plows doing out there on the roads. We want to ensure that all our buses are successful in picking up our students timely and also delivering them to the schools, as well as allowing our parents to be able to drive to our schools and drop off their kiddos, and our staff being able to arrive in time to greet all of our parents and our students as well.
That's fantastic. So could you tell us a little bit more about how the Office of Emergency Management works? I mean, how many plows would you say are out there, or how many people, and where are they throughout the district?
All the plows are out, not only from the county, but also through CDOT. So the emergency manager is kind of our liaison, if you will. We speak closely with that office, so because they are notified when there's any type of incident that are happening out on the roads, especially during a snow day or a snow event. And so they are doing their best to inform us when roads may need a little bit longer to plow, whether it's state highway or the county roads. So we are in close contact, communication-wise, either through phone messaging or texting, and possibly in person if the roads become very severe.
So a very comprehensive approach. I know the city of Durango is also involved in this.
Yes.
So, getting that sort of just-in-time data and information from throughout the entire area that impacts every one of our schools is really key to the decision-making. In addition, we have several employees who are the first out on the roads very early in the morning, and they travel in from many parts of the district, and they also provide us reports on what's happening. So for example, our bus drivers typically start getting the buses out, working on those at 5:30 in the morning or earlier. So we have bus drivers who are coming in from even the more remote parts of our district. In addition, we have kitchen staff who may be getting here very early, and they give us those firsthand reports. So we are talking very early in the morning also with our Director of Transportation, who is involved in discussions with that staff. We also have all of our facilities and custodial crews out because they are always looking for the chance to make sure that if we do have school, that we have all of the lots cleared, the sidewalks ready. And so I would estimate at least 100 people involved in these decisions. In addition, we are in constant contact with all of our community partners. So I'm on the phone or a text string with all of the other superintendents in the region, so Bayfield, Ignacio, Mancos. In addition, talking with Fort Lewis College, Pueblo Community College, so that we can make sure that we are sharing information and we are making decisions collaboratively, and that helps us all make the most informed decision. Ultimately, I'm getting that information constantly, working with Kathy, working with our Director of Transportation, Daniel Blythe, to be thinking about this decision from about 4:30 on. And sometimes I'm out on the road, Kathy's out on the road, just to double check some spots. And so that all leads into that decision. And we will make that decision before 5:30 in the morning, because we know that it is very important for our families to have to make alternate plans. Then they have plenty of time to do that. When we make that decision, you will receive information through all of our social media channels. You will also receive that from our texting and call system that you get. You can check our Facebook pages. We also let local media know, so we want to make sure that you have that information. We know that sometimes it's difficult to drive on the road, so we want to encourage you to be sort of prepared for that, ready for that. It may take extra time. We want you to go slow. Please don't ever pass the buses. We've seen that a few times, and that can be very dangerous for our bus drivers. In addition, it's Colorado, and we see that people have cars and they're prepared for snow and ice. So with the right snow tires, making sure that your cars are prepared, and that will really, really help us to make sure that we can stay in school. Every minute counts in instruction for our children. We will have to make up days if we do have to call off school, because we do have to meet a minimum number of instructional minutes. So we hope that this has given you some additional information about how we get prepared for snow days, how we make that decision. We'll also have some things in writing and also an infographic that can help you as well. As always, please contact any of us. Contact me. You can call or email if you have any questions or you have any suggestions. Thank you, Durango families.